Hello everyone, I'm Sheila Gilvey. Welcome to Travel Talk with Sheila and Friends, a podcast that delves into the world's most exciting travel destinations. Joined by friends, family, and community members, we share unforgettable journeys to all corners of the globe. From Africa to Antarctica, Asia to Australia, and from Europe to the Americas. Each episode begins with a discussion on various travel destinations and concludes with travel talk tips for students and young adults. Travel talk tips focus on top-rated international degree programs, study and work abroad programs, and internship and fellowship opportunities. Today we are broadcasting from Montgomery County, Maryland, and I am joined by a guest whose passport is overflowing with stamps and stories from some of the world's most popular travel destinations. And she is a passionate skier who has taken on the most challenging slopes in the U.S. and around the globe, alongside her fellow skiers of Black Ski Incorporated, an organization that's been bringing skiers together for over 50 years. Welcome to my sorority sister and friend, Aaro Jean Bell. Welcome, Aaro. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome, Aaro. Thank you for joining us today. Tell us about yourself and your connections in Montgomery County.
I arrived in Montgomery County when I took my first job after graduating from Howard University. I was recruited by IBM Corporation, and they had a location in Gaithersburg, which at the time seemed miles and miles and miles and miles away from Washington, D.C. But as a result of starting to work with IBM, they had many benefits for their employees, and many of them were non-employee benefits, as I'll call it. Mm-hmm. In other words, they had sports programs for us to engage in. I played basketball. They offered 200 pairs of Redskins tickets, now the Commanders, and they raffled them off to employees. And in addition, they offered travel opportunities. Okay. So one day I was looking at the bulletin board, and there was a trip to the Costa del Sol in Spain. And this, I learned, was before the Costa del Sol had become one of the most popular travel destinations in the world. Okay. So that was my first trip abroad. All and right. I have had a passport ever since.
Well, great. Well, I know you have traveled to numerous places across the world. So tell us about some of your trips, places that you've gone to, and things that you've done in the U.S. and abroad.
I believe my most enjoyable trips have been to Africa, because I've always felt when I get there as if it's in my DNA to be there and to want to be there and to learn more about the people there for obvious reasons. Yeah. And I've had some exciting trips there. Many, many years ago, I took 3 weeks and went to Senegal, Kenya, Tanzania, did safaris, saw the Ngorongoro crater, stayed in Kenya on the coast of the Indian Ocean in Mombasa. This was because we could not fly into Ethiopia, where they had shot 7 people at the airport the day before.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Again, that's the importance of traveling some places with people who are knowledgeable, because our travel director was able to immediately book us straight through to Mombasa, where we stayed at the beach, one of the finest beaches of the world, and then back up to Egypt, where we were headed after Ethiopia. Oh. So it's been travel. I've been to all of the places you mentioned except Antarctica, and I actually don't have a desire to go there.
So that's not on your bucket list, Antarctica? No.
No, it's not on my bucket list. I stopped doing a lot of international travel after I began to ski. Okay. Because I fell in love with skiing. And I was in one of the largest ski clubs in the country, certainly the largest Black Ski Club, which was Black Ski Incorporated, which was the Washington, D.C. based club. And I traveled all over North America and even South America with them. So I really enjoyed my years skiing.
Yes.
And because of that, I used to take all of my vacation on ski trips.
Oh.
And that's when I stopped going to places like Europe or Paris or other places, all on the ski slopes, mostly out west, because even though there are ski slopes in the east, we consider them icy, and the ones in the west have what's called powder.
Oh, okay.
And there is a true difference, and especially if you are not the best skier in the world, you would like to be on the best snow.
Well, I know this is a podcast, but there is a video version, and we are scrolling now the ad that you had from the 50th anniversary journal for Black Ski. And I tell you, it looks amazing. All of the different locations that you've gone to.
It's a documentation of the joy that I've had with the people that I ski with, because skiing is about people. And Black Ski had certain mottos like leaving no one behind. If you skied a little slower, somebody always stayed with you. They didn't say, oh, go over there to the green trail and we'll catch you at the lodge. No, someone always stayed with you. And it may have been just a group because they all were concerned about you and wanted to see how you made out. But you learn that kind of ethic as you ski.
Wow.
And it was fun, fun, fun. Because people came from, we organized trips through the National Brotherhood of Skiers, which covered all the Black ski clubs in the United States. And I can tell you that back in the 1990s, showing up at Vail with 5,000 people, 5,000 skiers, and we could actually ski, you should have seen the other people on the mountain.
Oh, wow.
Eyes
I can
wide
only imagine.
open, and where are you from? Well, you all can ski? Oh, yes, we can all ski.
Great.
And the 50th anniversary of the ski club was just a wonderful opportunity for me to think back, pull together some photos, and let the ski club know how I felt about my years with them. Certainly it wasn't 50, but my years with the club and all that they had offered. Thank the volunteers for all of the work that they had done.
Well, I tell you, it's a beautiful ad, a beautiful tribute. And for those that are listening but cannot see this ad, I'd like to share just one passage, if you don't mind.
Oh, certainly.
Okay, so I'm looking at the anniversary journal from our guest, Aaro Jean Bell, congratulating Black Ski Incorporated. But this one passage I love because it almost sums it up. It says, celebrating the fun we had while reaching the mountains by any means necessary, by car to Liberty, by bus to Seven Springs, by train to Jay Peak, and by jet globally to mountains from the Sierra Nevadas to the Rockies, the Japan Alps to the Swiss Alps, and beyond. You've done it all.
Black Ski did it all. And it gave people a chance to travel together and see places that they would not have seen otherwise. You began to compare places. So it was a wonderful opportunity for me.
Okay, well, thank you, and thank you for sharing this. Now, you have something with you. Did you want to talk about the cap?
Yes, the fun of skiing is first of all, just learning to ski. And you can take a lesson at any mountain that you go to, so you don't have to know how to ski when you get there. You may learn when you get there. They all offer lessons. But as you travel, you learn to collect pins. And it's similar to the collection of pins that the athletes do at the Olympics. They're collecting pins from each other. But these pins you buy at the ski shop on the mountain. And so you always want to stop, and you'll hear people say when they go to lunch, oh, I'm going to stop and get a pin. Or at the end of the day, oh, I'm going to stop and get a pin. And you can get pins and patches. So I have pins on this hat from many of the mountains that I have skied on. But the hat could not contain any more pins, so I put the rest of them on a vest.
Okay.
But here, Heavenly, Copper Mountain, Park City, Chile, the National Brotherhood of Skiers, Sunday River, Camelback. Seven Springs was our local favorite because you could do it in a long weekend. And Alta, Snowbird,
It's great. It's beautiful.
Breckenridge, Colorado, Snowbird, Jay Peak, Elk Mountain. We've done it all.
Okay.
We've done it all.
Well, what's next?
Next, for me, I've done a lot of travel this year, and the next thing I'm going to do, I'm waiting for the jazz cruise next winter.
Okay.
So I take a jazz cruise every winter. I love jazz, and we are on a ship with 200 of the finest jazz musicians in the world. In the world. And so I will be cruising for 2 weeks this time with the jazz cruises.
Great. Wonderful.
Yes.
I know you will. I know you will, among other trips. Well, Aaro, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate hearing all about the ski organization. It's fascinating, and I hope our listeners enjoyed it as well.
Well, I hope a lot of listeners are from Black Ski, because
Okay.
they will really understand what I'm talking about in terms of the joy.
Okay, well, thank you.
Welcome back. Before we wrap things up, we always make time for Travel Talk Tips for Young Adults, a segment filled with useful information to help students and young adults find opportunities that could lead to a lifetime of professional travel. Today, I want to chat about scholarships and paid internships offered by American Fortune 500 companies for their foreign operations. If you're thinking about studying or working abroad, getting involved with a Fortune 500 company can be a game changer. Many of these companies have global operations and recognize the value of hiring young talent with international experience. They often sponsor scholarships and internships specifically designed for American students. So let's take a look at a few of these companies. First, Coca-Cola. They have a robust internship program that includes opportunities abroad, especially in marketing and supply chain management. Interns often get the chance to work on real projects that have a global impact. Second, Procter & Gamble. P&G is known for its internships that allow students to work in various countries. Their internship program focuses on developing leadership skills and offers competitive pay. Plus, they often provide scholarships for students studying business, marketing, and engineering. Third is Microsoft. Microsoft offers a variety of internships globally, and they often look for students in tech fields. Their internships come with great pay and can include international placements, giving you the chance to work in places like Europe, Asia, or South America. 4 is General Electric. GE has a strong presence in many countries and offers internships that can lead to full-time roles. They often support students with scholarships, especially those pursuing degrees in engineering or technology. And 5th is Goldman Sachs. If you're interested in finance, Goldman Sachs offers internships in major cities around the world. Their programs are not only competitive, but also come with training and mentorship opportunities. So if you're eager to study or work abroad and want to gain some invaluable experience while you're at it, look into these Fortune 500 companies. They're not just offering jobs, they're offering a chance to explore the world and grow your career. If you're a student, recent graduate, or young professional in the DMV who loves to travel, keep following this podcast to discover travel opportunities for studying or working abroad, where you can gain new perspectives, build unforgettable memories, and cultivate skills that will benefit you for a lifetime. We are at the end of this episode of Travel Talk with Sheila and Friends. If you missed an episode, catch up on demand at mymcmedia.org. A big thank you to our wonderful guests and incredible production team. But most of all, thank you for tuning in and being part of this journey. You can join the conversation and share your travel experiences by emailing us at sgotraveltalk@gmail.com. Until next time, goodbye, adios, ciao, and bon voyage.